Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're looking more closely at NBA pro ballers' exorbitant spending patterns. These top athletes make millions of dollars on the field, but how do they decide to spend their money off the field? Join us as we explore the opulent lifestyle of NBA players, which includes multi-million-dollar houses, expensive automobiles, and luxury clothing. Get ready to be astounded by some of the most extravagant expenditures made by these basketball players. Let's get started and observe how NBA ballers enjoy life to the fullest. Michael Jordan. It's hardly surprising that Michael Jordan is regarded as the king of extravagant spending given his illustrious spending habits. He has amassed an extraordinary portfolio of assets, including a private plane and a yacht worth more than most people's homes, with an out-of-this-world net worth. But what makes him unique is his capacity for making investments in important things, such as his ownership of the Charlotte Hornets and his endorsement deals, which earn him more money than any other NBA player at the moment. Jordan is aware that he is making the most of his fortune and experiencing life to the fullest, even when he is unwinding in his opulent estate or taking a dip in the ocean. He is without a doubt the ideal role model for aspiring businesspeople and athletes alike. Shaquille O'Neal. We're about to disclose the amazing world of the great Shaq, so get ready to be amazed. Although he has been making a lot of money for many years, the way he spends his millions is simply astounding. Shaq embarked on an unprecedented buying binge after receiving his first salary, spending a whopping $9 million in a single day. But that's only the very beginning. Shaq is just a big kid at heart, despite his gigantic 7'2" body and 300-pound physique. He made the decision to build the ultimate treehouse in 2018 in order to realize a childhood fantasy. Shaq also makes no compromises when he wants anything. He contacted the treehouse masters and paid a staggering $400,000 for the best hangout place. This treehouse was more than Shaq could have imagined, complete with a poker table, a full bar, and a fireplace. It was the nicest gift ever, he said, as he was rendered breathless and enthralled. That's not all, though. Entrepreneurs all across the world are envious of Shaq's business empire. He has a similar business portfolio to Warren Buffett, and as if that weren't stunning enough, the Shaquille is his very own burger restaurant. When it comes to protecting his future, this man is not messing around. LeBron James. Imagine that we are observing the top G in action from courtside. I'm referring to none other than King James, a living basketball superstar and one of the all-time greats. But here's the thing, for the GOAT, being a billionaire isn't enough. He is reportedly poised to agree to a staggering $97 million contract, which would make him the highest-paid player in NBA history. Spend your money like there's no tomorrow when you're 38 years old and still dominating on the court. And he does spend, particularly when it comes to caring for his body. You inquire how much? Attempt more than $1.5 million annually. You heard me right. That is, don't worry though. He isn't just throwing money at anything. The man has a strategy and all the tools necessary to carry it out. He has access to everything he needs, including cryo and hyperbaric chambers, not to mention his own electrostimulation machine and personal dietitian, all of which are housed in his breathtaking $36 million estate. However, King James is not solely depending on his basketball prowess to ensure his future. He's also making a significant investment in pickleball, a sport you might not be familiar with. You heard us right. You are correct. In an effort to secure his future, the monarch is diversifying his holdings and backing up his claims. Stephen Curry. Upon hearing about the ultimate baller move off the court, are you prepared? Prepare yourselves, because we're going to delve into Steph Curry's extravagant world of spending. Did you know he is one of the NBA's biggest spenders? We all know him as the three-point wizard who has taken the league by storm. Steph has more than enough money to spend on whatever his heart desires, thanks to a deal that might make your head spin. And you wonder, what does he want? The property. That's right. This baby-faced killer is an expert at investing his money in some very amazing homes in addition to being skilled at making accurate shots. Back in 2008, Steph spent a cool $1.2 million on his modest starter home, which was the beginning of everything. But as he rose through the NBA ranks, his passion for real estate only intensified. Steph is currently residing in a lavish property valued at an astounding $31 million. Steph is a powerhouse, And he isn't hesitant to splurge on life's nicer things with his hard-earned money. Knowing that his real estate empire will only increase in value over time, he makes prudent investments with it. PJ Tucker. We may safely say that PJ Tucker has elevated the sneakerhead subculture. It's intriguing to witness the extent he will go to find the ideal pair of sneakers, because his passion for them is nearly beyond description. PJ carefully curates his collection of sneakers, picking only the most expensive and special models. He frequently spends several $100,000 on sneakers in a single year, and it's obvious that he takes his passion seriously given that he has over 5,000 pairs in his collection. It's admirable how committed PJ is to his work, so it's hardly surprising that he needed a whole house to store all of his shoes. In terms of sneakers, the greatest ever is PJ Tucker. Kevin Durant. NBA stars enjoy blowing huge money on extravagant purchases, but if you want to spend money wisely, follow KD's lead and buy some expensive wheels. Kevin Durant is not scared to spend money on a nice vehicle because he knows how to pamper himself. He lavished $2 million on a magnificent 1966 Ford GT40. But he's not just doing that. Like any astute businessman, he's also planning for the future by investing in an expansion team in the Major League Pickleball. Cade has joined the ranks of other sports stars like LeBron James and Tom Brady. Pickleball, you heard correctly. James Harden. NBA stars are renowned for blowing their money on pricey homes and exotic pets. But what about their crazy evenings out? Let's just say that the Beard has a famous reputation for clubbing. The Beard, sometimes known as James Harden, loves to party and goes all out when he visits a strip club. He has a reputation for blowing a ton of cash on a single night out. People, we're talking about $1.5 million here. Yes, you read that correctly. $1.5 million were spent at the club in a single evening. The team was so appalled by his lavish spending that they even took the extreme measure of hanging his jersey in the rafters as a memorial to his incredible spending binge. But let's face it, if he continues to spend like this, he won't be in the league for very long. It's a worrying thought for sure, but it also exemplifies the extreme opulence and excess that come with being an NBA superstar. Carmelo Anthony. Although it's well known that NBA players enjoy spending a lot of money on exotic pets, Carmelo Anthony tops the list with his most outlandish acquisition. A camel. You heard us right. You are correct. A humpbacked beast that belongs in the Middle Eastern deserts rather than the sidewalks of New York City cost Melo a cool $50,000 in 2011. We're not really sure what he had in mind for it. Perhaps he intended to use it as a new mode of transportation for his daily commute or to take a stroll through Central Park. But let's be honest, people, it takes a lot of work to maintain a camel in the heart of a metropolis. We're dealing with a species that requires a sizable amount of food, water, and space to survive. They may also be quite sassy at times, which could result in some amusing interactions on the busy streets of New York City. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to get more amazing content.